What's going on, Jab Jab Talk Nation? It's your boy, Ozil, back behind the MIC in front of the camera because I am excited. All right. I got inspired to just do this video because this is big fight week, y'all. And not only that, it's Thanksgiving. All right. So, first and foremost, let me give thanks to you, Jab Jab Talk Nation, for all the subscribers, for all the new subscribers. Thank you so much for supporting the YouTube channel. I know it's been a minute since I've done one of these videos. Things have been really, really busy on my end. But, you know, when there's a fight that gets me excited to share my thoughts and to share my prediction, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So this is what we're doing today, y'all. We're going to be going ahead and we're going to do a fight fan prediction video by yours truly, David the Mexican Monster Benavidez versus Demetrius Boom Boo Andrade. All right. Big fight. Big fight. Thanksgiving. We have Thanksgiving this week, and we have a big fight. And it's actually my son's birthday as well. So, I'm excited. We'll get to celebrate during the day. Got big boxing fight at the end of the night. I'm just really pumped up for this one. Okay. All right. So let's talk about this. I'm going to dig right in because this is going to be a big fight. We got, David Mexican Monster Benavidez 27-0 versus Demetrius Boom Boo Andrade 32-0. There's going to be a lot of press conferences this week, a lot of buzz going around for this fight. Not to mention the undercard is not too shabby. It's not too bad. I'm going to talk about that in a bit too as well. But let's get to the main meal. Let's get to the main dish. Okay. Let's get to the main dish. We'll talk about the side dishes later. Let's talk about the main dish because this one is going to be one for the books. I'm telling you, this is the way to close out 2023, which has been a fantastic year in the world of boxing. Do you agree? Let me know in the comment section. I think it's been a really great year. A lot of great fights happened. And then, of course, this big fight with Benavidez Andrade at 168. I think this is going to definitely, whoever wins this one, going to put that one person, the winner, up against Canelo Alvarez sometime in 2024. It's going to happen. I really do believe that. I don't know if it's going to be in May or in September, but it's going to happen because the pressure's on. And, Canelo doesn't duck anybody. He's calculated, but he fights the top dogs. But I think it's going to happen. And I think whoever wins this one is next up for Canelo. All right, let's talk about the Benavidez and Andrade fight. Here's my prediction. All right. Oh, my God. I don't know what to say. I don't want to go on and on about these guys. Okay, so David Benavidez has been active. There's been a lot. He's been building a lot of buzz, becoming the Mexican monster. Some call it, the boogeyman of the 168. People have been saying that Canelo's been ducking Benavidez. But one of the things that I love, about Benavidez, and I've shared this before in a previous episode video, is, David Benavidez, when everybody was barking at Canelo ducking them, you know who I'm talking about? David Benavidez was very cool, calm, and collective and said, hey, while all of those other fighters are saying, pick me, Benavidez took a different path and was like, look, I'm going to be the man that's going to focus on my path. And when the time comes, if Canelo wants the smoke, he's going to get the smoke. And he's just focused on just fighting and staying active. And that's exactly what he's done. Now he's talking a little bit more about Canelo because obviously he wants that big fight. That's going to be a fight that will definitely take him to the next level. But Benavidez has been one who's really been very just chill, when it comes to Canelo. He hasn't really done a lot of trash talk. He's just been saying, hey, I'm going to focus on my lane. Do my best and forget about the rest. And that's exactly what David Benavidez has been focused on and has been accomplishing. He's fought some really top competitors, top fighters. Of course, the last one that was notable, against Caleb Plant, which he dominated. And that was impressive because everybody was looking at Caleb Plant's boxing abilities and saying, okay, can David handle Caleb's boxing skills? And he proved that by adding constant pressure in his long, rangy shots And David can crack, right? I mean, he has, 30, 23 knockouts. He puts that relentless pressure, and he's young, hungry, can put some punches together. Um, he showed us that with against Caleb Plant that he can beat a really good, competitive, talented boxer. So David's been doing his thing, and I'm a big fan of David Benavidez. Now let's look at Bubu Andrade. Uh, he's 35 years old. He's moving up to 168 for his first, super middleweight fight against one of the top dogs, top contender for sure, at 168. He's been inactive though. His inactivity has been something that I think a lot of boxing fans are looking at it as whether or not that's going to play a major role in a fight against the Mexican Monster. I think, could his inactivity be uh, the thing that really, doesn't push him forward against the fight? It's going to be interesting to see that. Boo Boo is very talented, southpaw, awkward. His angles, he punches in different angles, of course, being a southpaw, but he's a very awkward fighter. And, he hasn't had the best luck in his boxing careers, unfortunately. He hasn't gotten the top fighters. When he was calling out Charlo, he never got that fight. And there were some other fighters some fights that could have been made against Andrade, but he just never got them, unfortunately. And I don't know if it was just his marketability or just, I don't know, bad promotion. I know he was under, Eddie Hearn's camp, and or still is, I believe, but just never got him the top fights. Okay. But that's not to say that he is a tough competitor, a tough champion. And I think that Andrade does deserve to be on a platform like this. And I'm happy for him. Like, I really like Andrade. Andrade is like that real, like, goofy friend you want to invite to the party, you just want to kick it with. Like, he's a really likable guy. I would love to meet him. He just seems cool, and fun. But I'm glad that he's getting, this opportunity to fight Benavidez. And respect to Andrade for moving up to 168, knowing he's been inactive and taking his shot, because he is getting older, and I do feel like he needs to seize the opportunity to prove to himself, and also to prove to himself, more importantly, but to the boxing world, that he is a top dog, and he's doing it against the top dog at 168. So it's going to be really interesting to see what his mentality is going into this fight. Any adjustments he decides to make within the fight. We all know how he's going to come with his boxing abilities. He's going to move. He's a mover, very slick, fighter. Can get hit though. I've seen him get hit, and we've seen him get rocked before. So it's going to be interesting against a Benavidez at 168. But I really like this fight. I really, really like this fight. And what I love about Benavidez is very much like Canelo is we're seeing that he's fighting different styles. Like, he's fought the pressure fighters, the boxer puncher. Now he's with Caleb Plant, he fought a boxer. And now with Andrade, he's bringing in another talented boxer, someone who likes to move a lot. And I love it. I love that Benavidez is doing that. And again, Andrade is doing the same thing. He's moving up, taking in a big challenge, against the Mexican Monster himself. So, I don't know. Okay, so my predictions, and I've been checking out some of the other videos, and it's been really interesting to see what people are saying about the fight. Here's my take. I do feel like, Benavidez is a second half fighter. And I think we're going to see something very similar to what we saw with Caleb Plant. I think we're going to see Benavidez try to fill him out. I think he's going to be very calculated in the beginning. I think if he sees the opportunity to make some connections, to make some connection at, in the first few rounds, I think he's going to take an opportunity to do that. He's going to take it. He's going to do it. I think Andrade will start fast. He'll start strong. I think for the first 5 rounds, we'll see him really move and try to outbox Benavidez. But I do see a very similar fight like Plant. I do. Plant was a mover, and I know he stood his ground, but he got dominated. I do see Benavidez stopping Andrade. And my prediction that he stops him in the 10th round, 11th. But you know what? I'm gonna say 11th, 10th round. 10th round. I think he'll stop him. And the reason why is I think that David Benavidez' size and his punching power, uh, and again, because Andrade's been hurt before, I do see Benavidez putting the pressure on midway throughout the fight, and I think he's gonna stop him. 10th round is what I'm saying. So I do see Benavidez winning the fight. It's going to be interesting just to see because we never seen Boo Boo against a fighter like Benavidez, let alone at 168. And again, just the reason why I'm picking Benavidez to stop him is because his inactivity. I think we're going to see it. I think we're going to see it. Now, if Andrade is in shape, and I haven't really been watching too much of his training videos, but I'm assuming that he's going into this fight with a different mentality, a dog mentality, but also he knows that he needs to be at 100% to beat a Benavidez at 168. I just don't see him beating Benavidez. I really don't. And I know some of the predictions out there saying, well, because he's a boxer, and of course everybody, their skill level, and but I just don't see it. I don't see Andrade doing that. I don't think he's the guy. I don't see it at all. So it's going to be a competitive fight, though. I'm excited. Let me know in the comments section down below who you think is going to win the fight by what round. Let me know if Andrade has a chance. And I say that respectfully because Andrade is a champion, no doubt, and he's undefeated. Like again, he's 32-0. He's undefeated, so it's not like he's gonna go in there to protect his own. Like he wants to make sure that that he stays victorious and undefeated, and he's coming there with a champion mentality. So I don't think it'll be an easy fight at all. I think he's gonna come in there with some grit, and he's gonna come out there ready to fight. So I'm excited. But again, that's my prediction. Benavidez in 10. I think he stops him. But I'm really looking forward to this fight. I think it's gonna be very competitive, and it should be interesting. And it's just great to see David Benavidez. He's one of my favorite fighters. I like to see him fight. And then Bubba Andrade, I like him as well. Like I really like the guy as well. Haven't seen too many of his fights, but from what I've seen, I just don't see he has the it factor to beat a David Benavidez. But we will see. We will see. So let me know in the comment section down below your prediction, who's going to win this fight. And I will do another video to talk about. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll do another video to talk about the undercard fight, which is going to be dope. I can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait. All right, y'all. Jab, jab, talk. Love y'all. Happy Thanksgiving. Thankful for you once again. Thank you for checking out this podcast and checking out this video. And then make sure you subscribe, like, and hit the notification button. And I'll be sharing some shorts and some other content throughout the week as well as we lead up to this fight. And maybe I'll do a press conference reaction video as well. So I'm back, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Y'all have a good one. I'll see you soon. Peace.